Hi guys, in this weekend's vlog we are going to take you into Torrevieja. We're going to take part in the International Tapas Day, which has 13 bars or restaurants taking part, but one of us in Casada and one's in La Mata. There's also one in Torrevieja, so we're not going to hit those, so that leaves us a few. Also in this weekend we're going to show you the park at La Siesta, because we've not done an update in that for a while. We're also going to show you there might be some developments in La Hoya, and
well, there certainly are some developments in La Hoya.
And also we'll show you a little bit of the scenery from when we did the sponsored walk. Thanks to every one of you guys that actually sponsored us for doing that.
Thank you very much. I'm not quite sure exactly how much we raised yet, but we'll let you know when we've got a final figure.
Hi Bob. Hi Bob. Morning. I need to be careful not to get any of the kids in this. Today is Sunday and we are at
Cabo Caveira.
Kiosco Cabo Caveira, which thank you. It's got its own pool, tennis courts and everything, a bit of footage.
Really nice actually. The food looks interesting, of course.
The reason we are here now this morning is because we're doing the sponsored walk for the San Jose Obrero Orphanage. And the guy that's been running it for quite a while, or one of the main guys behind it, Vicente's retired. So this is his last kind of thing, isn't it?
He's had to retire because I think his mother's not very well and he's got to look after her.
So we're doing 4 kilometre sponsored walk. If you want to contribute even after the fact, we'll put details in the description so you can do that. There's all three of us, myself, Helen.
Hi Bob.
Hi Bob.
Look at that review.
Yeah, camera won't pick it up yet, but we'll show you the views as we're going along. It's going to be across or along the seafront, I believe.
It is, yeah.
So 2 kilometres there, 2 kilometres back.
It's not that far. It's just to raise money for charity, so.
It's all for the kids. Part of the area that we're going to, I'm just going to show you. This is Bar Levento. Stunning inside, not the cheapest place ever. We will probably vlog it at some point. It's been on the list since we started vlogging.
It's sort of like a Spanish galleon inside, actually.
Yes, but as I said, it's not cheap. I'll give you an example. Outside here, usually you see Lamborghinis and Ferraris parked just to... But...
not today.
You have views like that. If you're outside. If you're inside, as Helen said, it's like a Spanish galleon. It's also a bit like a Spanish galleon. And it's Bar Levento, not Bar Leventi. I said it wrong. So at some point we'll do Bar Levento. When? Who knows? 24 hours ago we were in London, check the back catalogue. Now we've got the smell of sea in the air. Aren't we the lucky ones? Now here's the thing, we've actually done 2 kilometres already.
Yeah.
So now it's 2 kilometres back. That was no time. That's it, done. 4 kilometres in, what time is it?
Less than an hour.
Less than an hour to do 4 kilometres, that's alright. Not too taxing, not too far. Okay, for some of the people that's been doing the sponsored walk because they are of a more mature age, shall we say.
Yeah.
And if you look, there's a live video that we did walking back. There goes my bits and pieces, and we'll see you later.
This is the Torre del Moro, which means the Moorish Tower, and it was built in the 14th century, and this is actually the tower that Torrevieja gets its name from, because Torrevieja actually means old tower, and this is an old tower.
It is indeed. Many years ago there was a big earthquake here, I can't remember the year, and it's one of the few things that was actually left standing. Oh shit, that's a steep ramp, jeez.
Yeah, we might have been better off with stairs.
Yeah, come up the stairs if you're coming up. What are we, Cheska?
Buswanker.
Right.
Tonight we're going to try and show you a different way. We're going to try and do it where you can save money using the bus. We don't use the bus as often as we should do. Usually we'll drive a car and leave it there overnight.
The bus is not expensive anyway though. If you want to do a one-way journey from La Siesta, San Luis, El Chaparral into Torrevieja, it's only €1.50. So it's not going to break the bank, even if you don't do it the way that we're going to do it.
Similarly coming back, it's the same price.
It is.
But we'll show you how it works and if it's any good. Thanks to Graham and Julie for this one, for giving us the heads up when they were here.
See.
Okay, muchas gracias.
So we've got the card, which costs you €2.
Yep.
But when you buy it, you have to charge it with €20.
Yep.
But that is for your trips to and from Torrevieja.
Yep.
So we've just paid for 3 trips, which has cost us 50 cents.
60 cents.
60 cents each, and you get a ticket for each one, and it also tells you how much you've got left on your card. 18.20. So we've got €18.20 left on the card after we've paid for 3 trips.
It is Torrevieja's International Day of the Tapa. We've never done any of the Tapas events in Torrevieja until this point. You will see in our back catalogue we've done the one in Los Montesinos, which we love. We're going to be going through. We're going to try and hit as many as we can. We think there's 9 that's in the proximity.
There are 9 in the town centre, which we can walk to easily.
The tapa and a drink is it
€3.50?
€3.50. And we will show you what we get, when we get it, and what we think. And then
Hopefully it'll all be good.
And in the future,
tourist train there as well. I wonder if that's taking you around the Tapas route.
yeah, in the future, if you want to do one of these, we'll try and share it on our Facebook when we know that they're coming up. We are in El Teatro.
It's called Taparia El Teatro.
Thank you.
The tapas for choice here are albondigas en salsa, traditional with potatoes. So it's like a meatball in a sauce with potatoes, or pisto con huevo, which is a little bit like a runny ratatouille with an egg on it. But we've gone for the albondigas, all of us. And a beer. And here's the beer. Gracias.
Gracias.
Cheers.
It smells really good.
I've got a mini one compared to yours. They must think I'm fat, which I am.
El Teatro.
It was all right.
What was it called?
Is
it El Teatro?
It was El Taparia del Teatro.
It was alright. The meatball got a bit of taste to it.
But it was like a tin of peas, garden peas, with the juice from the garden peas. That was the sauce, weren't it?
Yeah, you're looking at $3.50. It's a good way for bars to make a little bit of money, shall we say? And they were busy.
Yeah,
really
they were
busy.
really busy. Well, everywhere around there is really busy. But there's some nice looking restaurants around here. We should come down more often.
Well, now we can get the bus. What do we have in this one?
Right, so this is Restaurante Oreferia Pepe. And we've got the choice of buñuelos de bacalao, which is cod, and I'm assuming it's in some sort of fried batter. And alitas mexicanas, which are Mexican chicken wings. So I think I'm going to go for the buñuelos de bacalao.
Yeah.
They taste quite nice, don't they? They're like a donut, but a savoury donut, and they've got cod mixed into the batter, and also some sort of herb, but I'm not sure what.
Parsley?
Possibly, I'm not sure, but and then it comes with a garlic mayonnaise, so they're quite nice and tasty, those.
I thought that were alright, but I'm not sure which you preferred most, that one or the meatball.
I preferred that one to the meatball. Definitely the cod buñuelo were nicer.
I thought meatballs
The meatball, I think the
I thought the
meatball.
meatball had got taste. But
I think the meatball were a bit dry.
yeah,
It tasted reheated,
yeah.
and I think the sauce it were in was just the juice out of the tin of peas or the jar of
Whereas
peas.
these were cooked fresh.
Yeah, they were definitely cooked fresh. They were lovely and crispy. They were hot. They were nice and soft in the middle. You could taste cod. I like them. At the restaurant that we've just been to, somebody was eating a paella which looked lovely. It had got a lovely crust on the bottom, and they'd left the crust.
Ugh.
They'd not eaten the crust from the bottom.
Cheska would love it.
Oh, it's bubble tea.
Bubble tea. And it's directly across the road from
Red Roux.
Red Roux. We've still got to find a place that does burgers better, I think.
Although
to be honest.
we've just walked past Matt Burgers or
Matt's
Matt's
Burger,
Burgers. And they look stunning, so I think we need to. I mean, I'm not a massive burger fan, but we definitely need to try Matt's Burgers because they did look good.
Next up, Catalina 2.
Which is just over here.
We went to that in one of our more recent videos.
Maybe last week's or.
For the
the
menu
week
del
before.
dia. Catalina 2 was rammed. They said Tapas route Catalina 1. Catalina 1. The guy looked like a bulldog chewing a wasp. And it was full, so we left.
Well, we asked him and he said, yeah, but we're full, move on. So we have.
Did he say move on?
He didn't say move on,
Oh.
no, but that was his attitude. We're in Casa Luce. We couldn't get into Catalina 2, Andy's already said that. So we've got either chicken wings with caramelised onions or mini croissant stuffed with crab salad.
I don't know which I fancy.
I might go for the croissant with the crab salad in it.
I think I'll have the wings.
Decisions.
I'm going to go and get some video footage because a few weeks ago on a live and also on one of the videos we sang happy birthday to Martin, and Martin and Angela are here.
Martin and Angela, some of our subscribers. So we've just booked into them again.
And actually they gave us quite a good donation for the sponsored
They
walk
did.
actually.
Thank you very much, guys, for that donation for the sponsors walk. Much appreciated.
Give us a wave. Belated birthday party
are they?
actually. I've just come back and Helen surprised me. I caught her as she was ordering, and I'm thinking, yeah, we'll be on the Canyons for a little bit. No, they've ordered the wine already. Oops.
The reason being, we've seen the canyons and they're about that big.
Ah, right, okay.
So we thought we'd go for a wine instead. And it's one chicken wing
Right.
and it's a mini croissant like that, so it doesn't look very big here. But we'll see, it might be very, very tasty.
These guys are very busy. And it's a full chicken wing.
But
It doesn't look like it's going to float my boat at all.
no. And it would be better if there were a knife and fork to eat it with as well.
We mentioned Martin and Angela. They've gone to La Cantina and sent us a message saying basically they've run out of tapas. It's now 10 o'clock at night.
It's 10 o'clock, yeah.
We're waiting for, we're in
We're waiting
glasses
for
and tapas for
kebabs.
kebabs that's part of the tapas route.
So up to now we've only managed 3 tapas because it's just, I don't even think it is
Would we
busy.
have been better off coming in the afternoon?
I don't know. I mean, it's busy, but not any more. I don't think it's any. No, I don't think it's any more busy than it is in Los Montesinos when they have the tapas route. But they seem very disorganised, everybody, and I don't think the tapas are as good, and they're more expensive. So personally, I would not do this tapas route again. It's nowhere near as good as Los Montesinos.
We ain't going to manage the 9, are we?
No, not that we couldn't fit 9 down because we could, because they're not huge. It's just they're taking too long to serve you. So, like Andy said, we're on 10 o'clock already. We got here at 7:30, and we've managed 3 tapas in 2.5 hours. Cheers.
This is our 4th.
Cheers.
Yeah, so we've had 3 tapas.
Yeah. Do you want this one, Bobber?
Oh, it's cold wine as well.
Thank you.
Actually, that's a nice big wine, Dad.
Hey, you can't complain the size of that, Bobber.
No.
I think we're going to try one more place after this, and if it's, I think that's going to be, for want of a better word, shit or bust. And if they're good, we'll get some food.
Yeah, because it is. I think $3.50 for a tapa and a drink when they're a tiny drink and just like one chicken wing. I think that's really pricey. Not good value for money.
So this is the box. Decent size actually, considering it's part of the deal.
Oh, I didn't realise it'd have chips in it as well. That's good.
Yeah, that's Helen's roll came a lot later than the rest
Well,
of
it
us.
came when everybody else has finished eating.
What we've said is basically we'll probably not come back to Torrevieja to do a tapas route unless we did it in an afternoon. It might be different again. but
I don't think I'd do it again.
everywhere's been busy. and slow, maybe not enough staff.
Disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, they've said here, we're currently sat in HB Hostel.
Torrevieja, hostel and restaurant.
And they said they sold out of tapas at
At
9:30.
9 o'clock. Yeah, 9:30. We're on 10:30 now. The tapas route's meant to be open until 11, but they've got no tapas left. So all in all, I would say Torrevieja tapas route for me is a thumbs down. But for me, the tapas route, and I'm sorry for anybody that's come tonight because we said about the tapas route. I'm sorry that you've come to this tapas route because this is not a great example of a tapas route. Do another one in a small town and it's completely different.
Yeah, there was one in San Miguel not so long since, but we just didn't get a chance to get to it. So.
And we've been wanting to do this one in Torrevieja for a long time.
And this is not a full tapas route, this is just International Tapas Day.
Yeah, but we've out of 13 restaurants, we've managed to get food in 4 and we've waited, well, we're on 10:30, so we've been here for 3 hours, so we've waited and waited and waited for some tiny little bits of food. And that's
Best
it.
one for me was the kebab.
The kebab, that's really sad. We're in Spain
Tasty.
and the best tapa is a kebab. But that should not be the case. Anyway, that's it.
Let's go to tomorrow. Just a quick heads up. I did a quick trip to the Chinese supermarket yesterday. Have a look in the back office now.
Back office?
Have a look in the back catalogue for details on that one. I ended up buying minced ginger because I keep buying ginger and it keeps going up and it ends up going in composter. This I mentioned before. I really like that. Whack that in with a stir fry, quite good. Another one that I bought was chili paste with soybean oil. No idea. Oh, maybe that will do for you. Ping.
I don't want to make it too chilly because Alvaro's here.
No,
I
that's
disagree
fine.
about ginger actually. I think ginger, if you keep it in your fridge, lasts for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I prefer fresh ginger.
Yeah, trust me, it's been in my fridge for months.
Well, that's exactly why it's gone off then.
Sesame oil. The other thing that I bought, they were in the freezer and they kind of defrosted before I had a chance. So we're going to have these on a barbecue. We're doing a barbecue today. And I bought these. Okay. I thought it said Thailand because I weren't paying attention, but actually they were Taiwanese sausages. And the first thing Helen said was check the ingredients to make sure there's no animals in there that we don't want to eat. Basically pork and 5 spice. Now what Helen's going to do for the barbecue, she's going to basically attempt Moo Ping's, and she's bought secreto of pork, which cuts the secreto?
It's the neck.
It's the
Yeah, the neck, and it's got a bit of fat in it, so it should be alright. Now, I've looked at the recipe for Moo Ping and I've not got most of the ingredients, so I'm just going to wing it and make it up as I go along.
Well, Moo Ping just means
pork skewer.
Yeah.
So, my recipe will be just as good.
She never really does a bad job when it comes to cooking. We just tried some of that chili paste with soybean oil, and it's subtle. So what have we got in there?
We've got oyster sauce, light and dark soy sauce, some pepper. I'm going to put a spoonful of that in that you've just let me have a taste of, and some garlic. I should have some coriander seed or some coriander root in it, but I've got none, so it's not having any in. And that's probably about it, really.
What are you doing?
Getting some of the fat off of it. It's quite fatty.
Okay.
I mean, it did say use pork neck, and it says use pork fat as well, so... But I just don't want the skewers to be all fat, so I'm just trimming that off.
Smells good.
It smells lovely. I've trimmed a bit of the fat off of it, although it does say that you need some fat on the skewer. I suppose that's to stop it from drying out while it's cooking.
Just remember the other thing I got. Edamame. I don't know if I've said it right. But they're unmatured soya beans. I found a recipe the other day, can't find it again now, and I hate the websites where they've got multiple adverts and pictures and crap instead of just giving you the info. Boil the edamame beans for 3 minutes, and then I'm going to stir fry them with a bit of crushed garlic, salt and chilli. That's them done. Don't know what they're going to be like. Helen's concertina in the pork onto the skewers. So they look like that. Very quickly, barbecue stuff was great. The sausages, they're the sausages from the Chinese supermarket. I thought they were Thai, they're not. They're from Taiwan, pork and 5 spice, and they've got a very strong taste of cinnamon.
Yeah, really, really strong taste of cinnamon.
There were 8. Obviously, we all tried a little bit of one, and Jessica loves them.
Yeah, I'm not so fond of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I'll not get them again, but we tried them. Hi guys, not done this for a long time. Let's go and have a look to see what the park looks like and how it's progressed. At the beginning of this video, we mentioned La Hoya. La Hoya we mentioned actually in our first ever video. La Hoya development is now starting to take place. They're starting to clear the area up from just down the road here in La Siesta, El Chaparral, all the way through across towards Hyperbert and Jardin del Mar. I'll get the drone out so you can see what they've done so far. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, give us a like,
A subscribe.
And ring-a-ding that bell.
oh, and leave us a comment. We like comments.
Yeah, do leave us a comment, even if it's a bad one. We don't mind.
And it doesn't cost anything to subscribe.
It does not, but any comment is good.
Hasta pronto.
Bye.